So what can you expect in Season 7 from the Excite Racing League? Unrivaled coverage from all 7 leagues we run, from F1 right down to Tier 6 and the F1 Classics. Watch live streams on race nights, as well as the Sunday night pre-show. New leagues we run, from F1 right down to Tier 6 and the F1 Classics. Watch live streams on race nights, as well as the Sunday night pre-show. New multi-twitch means that you can watch 2 league races or points of view at once. Watch our league races on YouTube a few days after the race for non-Flash users, mainly iPad and iPhone users. Watch clips from the forums, such as overtakes of the week and any other uploads from league races directly put onto our forum page for you to watch. Join the forum discussion. Give your pre and post race analysis, as well as all the talking points from your league races, real life F1, and get to learn to know more of the community. So what are you waiting for? Watch League XRL and get the inside track. Do you want to enhance your XRL racing experience? Sign up to Premium today to receive 800 Microsoft points from XRL Gamertag and join the ever-growing community. An ad-free forum with a members area and additional features such as extended private messaging limits. Every stream uploaded to members' forums from F1 to F5000 and XRL Classics. A custom signature on the XRL forum of your choice. All new setup lap guides from F1 drivers such as Velocity, F1 Nige and Mr. Ice Cold Andy. Monthly prize draws with big prizes from sponsors such as GT Omega Racing and GamePod.co.uk. Pick the car you want next season with XRL Driver Priority. Premium members get to pick their car ahead of the driver draws. 10% off all store items and a free keyring when you sign up. So help support the league today and sign up for XRL Premium.
Hello and welcome to XRL Tier 6 Round 8 at Silverstone. Once again with me and Captain Waiter, but he of course right now isn't going to be talking as he is busy sorting a load of crap out for the servers, as we've just had to change host I believe in the lobby and now he can't get back in and whatnot's happening. So yeah, that's how it's going in the Tier 6 lobby right now, which is looking brilliant. Last week was quite an eventful race, very shocking, and didn't expect what was going on. Everything kept getting thrown up in the air as the former championship leader of Slow Welt had been promoted a division to F5000, and then we had the person that changed into the championship leader, I believe was Eyes the Best, then lagged out before the race even started, and then during the race, Brutal Reapers, the man with all of the at the moment real motivation, at that time he did anyway, also lagged out during the race, so it sort of threw it up in the air, and well, this is just how it went basically.
and stay. A life we knew would come one day. And this is it, the borderline to where the future leaves us behind. The fire will burn.
So he's managed to make it up to 5th, yeah. And now here comes. He's going to contact now. Oh. Jism. And he has. Oh, Red Bull, Red Bull! Jism, he's lost his front wing. Let's go to Thomas now. Right, so it's through. Oh, go away from I was on board with him. He has DRS and leads now. But is he going to get close enough? I don't think he is. He has a look, but he's not going to get close enough. He taps leads through the corner. Leeds keeps out the wall, but then faces it out the corner and takes the place. Oh, Leeds has lost his front wing. 5th place Leeds has got no front wing. I don't know where this has happened.
Oh dear.
Leeds is going to have to run on him into the hairpin now. I'm not sure if he wants to pass him.
Definitely got him now.
Oh.
It's not a good line.
He's going to miss the break it. He's going to take it. He crossed the line first. Turn road Tomo even who's going to get DRS. I'm not sure if he can come back in. He's got a full tank of curves as well. Actually, he doesn't get a DRS. I thought he did. And Tomo is going to be loving this because he's still in 5th place. Liam's going to try into the hairpin maybe, needs to arrive back and done it. He's going to force in wide, cut back for Jism, who's got DRS, I'm not sure, it's a side by side, we'll find out when he gets the DRS line. It's Mr. Power, and now he's going to try and drive away. Jism stays in the slipstream, he's going to try and come back out of it. That's up here. Well then, and I'm back, and that was the highlights from last week in Canada, and still at the moment having problems with the connection. We're now, I think, on our 3rd host, possibly, at this particular second. I think Bernie's in the lobby for some reason, giving everyone, I'm not sure if it's a lecture or what, because I'm not listening and I'm not in the lobby, but I'll probably find out from later in a bit, which is also in game chat. So, I didn't actually get a track guide for this week, because I was playing a game on my phone and time went quite quick. That is the reason I've come up with, and that's the reason I'm sticking to. So, yeah, other than that, I've really got nothing left to show you, so I'm going to sit here for a while. But it is a 50% race, I believe, anyway. Looking at it, it should be. And earlier, I believe Rogers Chag said he wanted it to rain for this race. It's Britain, it could rain quite easily, but I'm not sure. It hasn't. I don't think there's been had a wet race since all the way back in Malaysia. I could be wrong, but I'm not entirely sure of that one. I've just, yeah, it's 50%. Yeah, 50% race, and I believe all the other divisions. Myself is lucky here, but this should be a good race. Looking at it, I's the best here. Brutal Reapers is here, and quite a rest. Good field tonight. Anyway, looking at it, we got. Yeah, it's going to be a good field. We've got Craig Senna, and I believe Mr. Power Liam, the reserve driver from a couple of races ago, is now taking the full Ferrari seat. I believe that was said earlier. Anyway, we can also have a reserve driver, a man like Chaz, is also here, so we can see how he does. As now it's 30 seconds till go, and we are about. Oh, there's yep.
Hello guys, and welcome to the Tier 6 commentary live from Silverstone. We're sponsored by GamePod and GT Omega Racing. We're live on Channel 2 for the Excite Racing League. My name is BHA, Captain Waiter, and I'm being joined once again by F1 Speed. So, good evening, F1 Speed. We're on to round 9. 8 or 9?
Round 8.
Round 8. We're at the home of British Motor Racing, Silverstone. What do you expect for today's race? I mean, we've had some good races so far in this season. What do you expect tonight?
Well, I expect it to be close, if anything, because last week wasn't very close. It's about the end, really. Craig Senna managed to catch back up, but it wasn't that close because people were lagging out. But hopefully, if people don't lag out this weekend, it's for weekend. We're on Wednesday, aren't we? So it's not really a weekend. Well, it should be close anyway.
Just a quick question, Speed. As we now lose connection to Craig Senna. Oh, the servers are playing up yet again. Thank you very much, Codemasters. Yeah, I've just gone onto the little TV in front of the car to retire, and it's just told me you can check the hot lap video. It's never told me that before.
The track is
Yeah, you can view the hot lap.
We should get out there and get a
Did you not know?
No, I know you can view it, but
Yeah, you can watch the hot lap.
told me you can view it.
What, have you never seen?
No, the engineer in the background told me that you can view the hot lap video. It may improve on your lap time. Oh, interesting. Right, so it's clear, sunny conditions in Silverstone, which is a rarity, really, because British summertime weather around Silverstone is, well, sometimes it can be dry, sometimes it can be wet, but it's got dry conditions, and it's dry for the race. It's slightly cooler in the race, which might hamper track temperatures. I'm now on board of Flash Student at the moment. People are just about to start on their laps, so I'm just going to find somebody who's building up. Quite a few people are on the option tyres for today. Got Reapers on the primes, and he said in the F1 stream on the Sunday that he could do a 1:31 on the prime tyres, which is quick for this division. There's Nicholas Hamilton. Welcome back to him, because he missed the Canadian Grand Prix. Back in his Lotus on the option tyres, is going through turn 1 and turn 2 on a lap. Do have a couple of reserves and a couple of stand-ins in the league in this race tonight, so I'll go through those in a second. As still on board of Hamilton, he's opening up the DRS on the back of the Wellington Straight into Sector 2 now. To on the left hand, already mixed the apex by miles. Maybe that's his line. Now into one right-hander there. Cannot think of the name of that corner. Now onto the old front straight. Pit lane on the right. Dips his wheel into the grass there and takes a little bit of the curb on the outside of the old turn 1 now to the Maggots and Beckett's complex. Takes it very well. Gone down a couple of gears. A little bit.
He's not hitting any apexes really.
1 minute 8 middle sector, so it's a decent lap so far. And he's now going on to the end of the hanger straight, the long right-hander now into the final chicane at the end of the lap. Decent lap so far, but he goes over the curbs there. And what's the lap going to be? It's going to be the 1:31. Yeah, 1:31.5 goes to 5th. So, and I cannot see who's on pole, weirdly enough.
Hamilton's on pole, isn't it?
Yeah, I've just gone back to spectator mode and it's not showing me the lap times.
Got a sort of a queue between a Williams and a McLaren up front, and Flash Student goes pole for 30.6, so well under Flash Student. Hasn't had a pole since Australia. Mr. Power Liam putting it third at the moment. F1 King runs a little bit wide. He's done a 32 for 4th place. And someone has just gone quicker than this man.
Yeah, Reaper's 33 on the prime. Just gone 4th. Flash.
Well, he's down to 8 Reapers.
That's Drake Center again. Yeah, the lap times are not showing up for me at the moment.
Are they not?
The drivers going through the 3rd sector.
Oh, Sharky just coming out of the gravel in the 2nd sector there.
Student getting away the Mercedes there. I think he did on his reconnaissance back to the pit.
Could have. What happened? Is Konu Tomo on the lap? I think he is. Comes to the end of it. Is he going to improve? 32 foot? No, he's not going to improve. He isn't one. No. Slower. I think he's still 10th though.
Still not coming up. I'll just give you a rundown of the drivers we have for today. We have
Reapers goes 5th.
Reapers. We have 12 drivers racing for tonight. A couple of new drivers in the league. One of the Mercedes, man like Chaz. His pace has shown pretty well on the option tyres. The best he could do in practice was 131, so he should be up there. Also, we have F1 King 36, who is in the Williams for tonight. Of course, if you always want to join the XRL, Excite Racing League, then let's go on to the website. It's www.xrl.co.uk and follow the on-screen sign up, follow the rules and regulations, and we might see you next week around Nürburgring. But back to Silverstone. And did Nicholas Hamilton lead? Because
I'm not sure. I know that I just got he's in 4th down here, so I don't think he did. I got a voice message from Craig Senna. I haven't heard it, but I can't invite him back to the game. So do you want to invite him to the pod?
I thought he joined
See
back
what he
in.
wants to say. Yeah, but I can't. I think he did, but he won't. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, he joined back in. He joined back in, so.
Is he alright then?
Yeah, he's fine. Oh, Nicholas Hamilton's currently on busy. I think he's just was appearing offline and now he's not.
Yeah.
Flash Student, the only one in the 130s. 130.6.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Denver's in 2nd, as he has to wait for McLaren.
Lost connection with one of the Lotuses. On board the Flash Student, and one of the Lotus is just ghosted.
Well, this is the only Lotus on the track is Nicholas Hamilton.
I think he might be having some problems with spectating at the moment, but good to see. Colonel Tomo currently on a lap. The option size, his current best is a 33.7. Let's see if we can improve through that. Going through Maggots and Beckers right now. Missed the apex of the last bit by a mile. Uses the rest of his curves. Opens up the DRS. Coming on the end of the hangar straight. Craig Senna just sent me another message. And going on to the end of the hangar straight. Long right-hander.
Man like Chaz isn't having the best time.
And
Colonel Tomo
has now pitted.
Sharky running a bit wide. Brutal Reapers is warming up his tyres nicely there. And here's Mr. Power Liam. I want to see Chaz, right? Yeah, where is he then? We'll go back to his phone in a second. Where's Chaz? See if he's on a lap, and he's not, but I think he's going to go start one. Let's see. Who do we think's going to win this race then, people? At the moment, Flash Student on pole, hasn't been on pole since Australia. He didn't even win that race, I think he came at 8. But it was wet in the qualifying session.
Yeah, he got 4 points. Australia.
Yeah, so he's 8th. Wow. Okay, right. My
I
memory.
just had a message from Craig Senna. He's had that glitch where if you disconnect, try to join back in the lobby, it says that it's either full or nearly finished, and clearly this session
5 minutes,
has not
so.
nearly finished. So.
Yeah, so he's out of the race, basically. Man who got his best finish in XRL last race is not out of the race before it begins. It's very unlucky.
Yeah, I've got the same thing in Monaco.
With this, I'm Mr. man like Chaz is doing quite alright actually here in his lap.
Yeah, I'm just going to wait till qualifying's finished, because whenever I spectate, the drivers just drive in the pit lane and drive about 200 miles an hour down the pit straight, so that's not what you want to see.
No, it's not. It's dangerous. So, Carbon Viper 93LMP says that Nicholas Hamilton, I think, has won this. So he's going for Nicholas Hamilton. I think he's in 4th at the moment. Man like Chaz coming in, he's missed the apex and gone wide in the second sector, not having the best second, the last sector even. Having the best couple of corners, he's in 8th at the moment. Can he improve? And that's a no. Around about 4 minutes left.
Come up for me now. There we go. So,
and Chile are beating Spain. I don't know why I said that, but I read it out on the chat box.
About the football. Here,
just read it on the chat box. So.
Commit to your job. I know that's surprising, but still.
Keep me updated, Originals. I would love to know.
Keep to your job.
I'd love to know what's happening.
If you want to
if I get paid, then I would.
Carry on talking about football for the rest of the night, and you can talk about Australia nearly beating the Netherlands, right? But
no. 3-2.
No. Right. Stick to F1. Stick to what we know best.
So it's probably is.
So unfortunately, Craig Senna, I don't think he's going to be able to come back into the race. It's what Codemasters need to do is email him another message. Yeah, it's obviously him, but Reapers has just said it is a corner cutting glitch. So not only do we have, if you disconnect, you can't get back in, but now we've also got a corner. Oh dear, oh dear.
That's what happens. So that's probably why there's quite a few drivers are disappearing. Colonel Tomo on a lap, I don't think he's going to improve on that one. Colonel Tomo is a thing, but I don't think he's going any faster. Eyes the best in second, he's just started. He has got into the 130s. So there's 2 drivers in the 130s again, he's just in it, so it's what's the gap? 3 tenths? Same, nah, it is 2 tenths. 3 tenths.
Craig Senna's trying to get back into the race, so, still telling him it's nearly finished.
A man like Chaz has gone up to 7th, so the people on the stream likely think he's doing better than he is. Jono the One, where do you sign up for F1? That kind of rhymed. Well, you can say that later.
Well, go onto the website www.exciteracing.co.uk, or it's .com. If .co.uk doesn't work, then try .com. I think it works both ways, but anyway, yeah, go onto the website, and you should see underneath the Excite Racing logo, if you go onto the forum, it should direct you to the homepage, the website. Go onto the forum, and then there's a logo. Underneath the logo is welcome guest with capital letters and exclamation mark written in white. And then there should be a register button, and then follow the on-screen instructions from there. You need to do your gamer tag and when you can race, what your pace is like, time trial, etc., etc. And then and then you need to read all the regulations about what we do in XR Racing League. You have to read them, because even though if you've been in any leagues before, XRL is different in a good way, different. Yeah, check all the rules and regulations, and then try and get into some social races, which I was actually thinking of setting up one for next week. So keep an eye on the social races page once you've signed up, and we'll see what your pace is like, and then you'll be put into any of the divisions, either as a reserve or as a permanent race driver. Hopefully, we'll be seeing you soon.
Well, this is really the tester division, isn't it? Tier 6, so as quality is now over, so people on their laps are going to try and finish them as Flash Student goes wider than he would have wanted. I don't think he would have gained an advantage. That would have slowed him down with the engine. Now Temper's going to try and do the same thing, but without going off. And he's gone wide as well, not as wide as Flash though. Nicholas Hamilton's also on a lap, so there is quite a few drivers to look out for still. F1 King is 8th place at the moment. Reserve driver's going to cross the line. Is he going to improve? And it looks like a no there. And Colonel Tomo also looks like a no, so we're going to go back to Flash Student probably, yes, and he pits off of that lap. So we go to Temp 3D, which is slowed right down. So it's all up to Nicholas Hamilton now, really, to improve. And I think Colonel Tomo, is he going to improve actually? Just check him, see if he can improve any places, and that's a no. So we do go back to Nicholas Hamilton being the last person left. Missing the apex wildly there, not going to like that, he doesn't run any wide though. Can't tell if he's up or not, he brakes nicely, maybe a bit too much, completely corner cuts that, and that's that.
Yeah, completely got him out. And just checking out the tyres, Brutal Reapers, 5th, is on primes. Well, the race director says he's on primes, but we did his lap on primes. But it's Flash Student who has taken his 2nd pole position of the season. His last one was in Australia, as we said earlier, but he wasn't able to convert it to a race victory. Let's see if he can convert it to his first race victory of the season in the Red Bull. He's the only person in the Red Bull for this race.
Oh, is there no Jism?
No Jism, he's working today. Which, no, you need to work, you need to work. So, seems to be the fight between Ice the Best and Flash Student for the race victory, but of course you can't discount Temper from his recent race form. Let's hope we do not have any more disconnections today. I really just want to have a good race for these guys. As always, if you're watching on the stream tonight, glad to see you, glad to see anybody that's viewing. Either you looking at the chat room tonight or...
Yep.
Yeah. So Speed will answer any questions as best he can, but if you'd like to send me a message at SpeedJ Captain Waiter on the Xbox Live, I will see any questions at all, any predictions that you might have, who's going to take the race victory, as I do a quick rundown of the grid for this 26th lap race around the British Grand Prix. Flash Student, the Red Bull start is on pole, that's his 2nd pole of the season. I's the Best, 2nd. Temper 3D ahead of his teammate Nicholas Hamilton, 3rd and 4th. The 2nd McLaren of Brutal Reapers in 5th. Mr. Paul Liam, his reserve seat in Canada is now in a Ferrari, he starts 6th. Man Like Chaz is ahead of F1 King in both them two's first races of the season. They're ahead of IMW2 Elites in the Ferrari, starts 9th. Colonel Tomo starts 10th in the Mercedes, and Sharky starts 11th in the Williams. Completely blue skies here for the race. 25 degrees, no chance of rain. And I'm just going to check with all the guys. They're probably going to be saying something about the corner cutting glitch. Yeah, that's
Well then, yeah.
yeah,
I'm
anything
ready.
to show?
No, I'm ready to go if they're ready to go.
Alright, let me check them.
Alright then, so who do you guys think is going to win? We've already had one person say that Nicholas Hamilton's got this. He starts 4th this race. Of course, Brittle Reaper's in 5th. We're disappointed with his disconnection last time out and actually starts on the primes this time, so he could have something to say about that. Hopefully this one's going to be quite close. Again, still never been a safety car in Tier 6, so we could look out for that this race. Didn't happen in Monte Carlo, didn't happen in Montreal. Don't really think it's going to happen here. No chance of rain either, so I don't see why not. And Sharky says that we are dedicating this to Rick Mail. Okay, Sharky. With that. And yes, I guess. So Jordan says, I is the best, possibly Temper 3D. Either one of them could easily win. Both drivers are up there. Both drivers have taken a win so far this season. Okay then. Jordan saying that apparently 6th place lower doesn't have the pace to keep up with the top 5. We'll see. Mr. Paralym did very well last week, and I'm not sure what the reserves look like. And I know Elites can do very well as well. Yeah, then the countdown has begun.
Hope we have a good clean race tonight.
Apparently we are dedicating this to Rick Mayhall, according to Sharky.
Rick Mayhall?
Mayhall, yeah, that's how it's spelled.
We'll be going to track shortly.
Rick Mayhall?
I don't know either. I'll have to ask Sharky afterwards.
I don't know.
But obviously a racing
now
rider.
Go on to the track, just a quick rundown of the championship standing so far. I's the best, currently has a 3-point lead over Temper 3D. So I's the best is on 83, Temper on 80, Flash Student on 17, Nicholas Hamilton 55, Reapers and Senna on 42, Shrimpo on 41, NATO on 30, Elites 26, Jism 20, Tomo 18, Sharky 16, JR 14, Mr. Paralym 6. And Flash Student is on pole position for the Silverstone Grand Prix. It's the home of British motorsport. Let's hope we have a good race tonight. Waiting for the lights to go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 lights. And away we go. I took a long time to retire there. As we now go into spectate mode, and Flash Student has got a good start. We've got Lotus coming on the outside of McLaren there. A little bit of contact. Mercedes. There's a Ferrari sideways into turn 1. We're having a look at the leaders, and Flash Student has got the McLaren of, I think it's I is the best behind. Reapers is trying to get past the 2 Lotuses are side by side there. We've got a Williams somewhere behind as well. It's I is the best still in second. We've got the 2 Lotuses nearly side by side. It's Temper ahead of Nicholas Hamilton. There's a Williams flying up at the inside of Reapers, knocking him wide. Reapers retaliates going into the next corner.
Leeds is going to follow him through.
3 wide almost behind Nicholas Hamilton is Reapers ahead of Mr. Paralym. That must be F1 King there as well. So the 2 debutants are right up there with the leaders as both the Lotuses go catastrophically wide at the old first corner. Simultaneous. Now Reapers!
Whoa! Hitting the Lotus.
Smash the Lotus wide, and he's now trying to let him back, trying to give him back the advantage, and that's now hold up.
Cost Elites a place.
And now F1 King, who's right up there in the Williams, is now trying to capitalise on both of these. So Reapers is trying to dive from the inside again. Reapers is being very, very rash in his maneuvers. And now both Lotuses. Is it that Temper trying to go on the outside? Reapers trying to duck in.
And here comes Elites.
As well, sticking his nose in. We've got 3, 4, 5 cars all together. They're allowing the top 2 away. Still the 2 Lotuses going almost side by side through turn 1, and it's tempo on the inside of Hamilton, and Hamilton, they both go wide, and then Reapers is trying to capture
Reapers has got
both
off.
of them, and then Hamilton hits the back of Temper, and then the Williams tries to go through. Reapers has gone into third, and now Elite is trying to stick it in into third.
Elite is going to get them all.
Elite has got them all. Oh,
Reapers has got them
that was
again.
beautiful. Reapers has gone wide, and now Hamilton. So, in the space of 3 corners, sorry to be on dramatic, Elite has gone down from 7th to 3rd. Beautiful sequence of corners.
Oh,
now
Reapers again tapping the Lotus.
Reapers is doing war with both Lotuses. F1 King has gone up into 4th place. Wow, what a start. And the top 2, Ice the Best and Flash Student, are blown away. And again, Hamilton goes wide at the end of turn 1. Not using the track limits. I mean, the top 2 have got like a 6-second lead up front.
Oh, here comes Lotus around the outside.
And Beckett, and he's done it on F1 King. And F1 King,
Reapers is spun in.
He got hit.
What a save.
He got hit
How did
by...
he save it?
He got hit by Reapers, and Reapers is now going to dive on the inside of Hamilton after smashing off F1 King. He's going to take both Hamilton and Elite, trying to go on the inside.
Elite just keeps it.
Elite,
Little tap.
Elite's a little bit of hip.
He's going to swap it.
Reapers dives up the inside of the chicane. Wonderful racing, but that's a shame for F1 King. He was right up there, and Reapers has smashed him off into the Maggers and Beckers complex. While this is all going on, the top 2 are close to one another, and I think Flash is ahead of here
comes Nicholas Hamilton on the leads. He's going to try up the inside, a little bit of contact. He's still running outside now, even. And Leeds just keeps it. I think DRS is going to help Nicholas Hamilton here, though.
Now Hamilton
Here
has got the DRS, but Leeds has the DRS.
So is Leeds.
Plowing ahead, and cannot seem. Hamilton cannot make it. Locks up his tyres. The crown of Reapers, who has been very, very rash today, all over the place. He is on the prime tyres, so he has to be sort of aggressive, but he's been too aggressive, in my opinion, in these first 3 laps. Already on lap 3. The first couple of laps has been absolutely insane. Very excited driving this. Hamilton, whoa! Smashes Elite's wide. Well, Elite was going wide anyway into the old first corner, but then Hamilton just like pushed him even further wide. So these drivers, they all want to win. As Mercedes now goes.
Man like Chaz is up to 6.
That man like.
So people liking him. Yeah, people liking him. He's doing quite well here.
Right, so
I think it may have calmed down
up
now.
there in third at the end of at the beginning. He's now down in 7th place, and then you got Mr. Power Liam in the Ferrari now. He's stuck in 8th, and now. Was it man like Chaz is trying to get by Elite, so has dropped off Hamilton. Colonel Thomas is in 9th at the moment. F1 King.
Contact, and there goes Elite! Elite has been spun by man like Chaz, turn 1.
Oh dear, oh dear.
What a spin. Sci-fi glitch, he's in that deep, deep gravel. He is stuck there for a while. He is going to be mad with that. Definitely going to have to be looked at afterwards. Man like Chaz is falling down to 8th. He probably was going to wait for him and then realised how far back Elite actually is.
Did you catch any of that? Was it just...
Yeah, I caught it. Just as I got on board with Elite.
Just like a dive up the inside.
Well, he was side by side into the corner. I think they just collided mid-corner. Sadly, Elite's being spun by side
by side.
Yeah.
Giving each other room.
The chance of rain, Snobby Nobby, is 0% chance of rain.
Everybody is just taking that old first corner so wide. It's not track extending, it's just going wide, basically. The 2 Mercedes are close to one another for 7th and 8th place. Oh, dramatic first 4 laps. A man like Chaz has got a 10-second penalty, I believe, for what must have been.
That'll be for that then. Yeah. And now, man like Chaz has gone straight off. I don't know what's happened there. And a man like Chaz now pits. And followed by a Williams. So people pitting, and that's F1 King.
Early. That's very early. Ice the Best has gone onto prime tyres. Mr. Paulium carries on for another lap. As does Colonel Tomo. Colonel Tomo's on prime tyres. Sharky's on the options is carried on. Eyes the Best, there he is on the prime tyres, is exiting the pit lane. F1 King on prime tyres. And man like Chaz on prime tyres as well. And Elites has just made it back to the pits. He's gone on to prime tyres. He's going to be raging in that cockpit.
As a bike goes past my house. Very, very close to cool, really, that was. People on the stream, of course, said it looked like Elites tried to close the door, but he didn't realise exactly where Chaz was, and Chaz was really alongside, so Chaz had all the right to keep it in there. As Colonel Tomo now had to back out of a move that he was going to look for. That's gone the wrong way. Of the Ferrari, he comes back and really, must have got really wide there, it's a weird line. So Colonel Tomo all over the back of the Ferrari of the Mr. Power.
Oh, we've lost connection to Reapers.
Oh, Reapers is gone already.
He was
That's going to be one angry man.
Hamilton goes wide at the end of the chicane.
Oh, here goes Colonel Tomo. Colonel Tomo up to 4th. He has passed the Ferrari as the car in front of him pits, and the Ferrari stays out and he's going to come back in. No, he's not. I wonder who that is that's pitted, and it is Temper 3D in the pits now.
Yeah, Temper 3D on the option tyres, pitting at the end of that fight.
This means Colonel Tomo has just gone up to 3rd.
Prime tyres is making them work. Temper 3D goes on the fresh set of prime tyres. Eyes the Best stays ahead of him. Let's have a look. Is anybody else going to make the jump on Temper? F1 King looks to be very, very close for doing that. Temper 3D is going to come out of the pit.
Just now.
Yeah, Temper is playing in front. Temper playing in front. So it stays ahead of F1 King. So a slight spread out, but a bit of spread between the strategies. Reaper's disconnecting, unfortunate for him. It means that Elites is going to score a point, even though they don't exist space. Fast Student, he stayed out on his option tyres. They look pretty bad.
Nicholas Hamilton just goes wide.
Yeah, they look pretty bad. He's struggling to find the apex, this Student. He's got to be careful. Eyes the Best is not going to make an undercut on him, as he now does pit. So the leader pits at the end of lap 6. He's gone one extra lap, which will help him later on in the race. As
I think Eyes the Best will beat him out probably.
Nicholas Hamilton has stayed out again on his option tyres, which pretty much do not look
so is the Ferrari.
any better.
Who's that pit in there? Brewer Reapers comes back online now. Sharky has also been pitted. So yeah, Brewer Reapers obviously lagging out from Xbox possibly, not just the host. That's 2 weeks in a row now disconnecting. Don't think he's going to be very happy with that, as he comes out as the best. He's definitely going to beat Flash Student out.
And on Tomo,
yes, he does.
On his prime tyre, stays out second. Mr. Paulium on option stays out in third. Wait, so Eyes the Best? He has. Eyes the Best has made the jump on Flash Student. That is an effective jump for the race lead. So, as I was saying, Flash Student, he stayed way too long on the option tyres, stayed out a lap later, 1 lap later, which will help him out later in the race in terms of tyre wear, but he's lost track position on Eyes the Best. Behind Flash Student is Temper 3D, who is quite some far behind him actually in 6th place. F1 King, closing the gap slowly but surely, about 3 or 4 seconds behind Temper 3D. Doing a stable race so far, but he's still going to be a little bit disappointed, angry. So many words he could possibly use for Brutal Reapers, and Brutal Reapers has lost connection. So this man like Chaz currently in 8th place. Faithful manoeuvre with Elites earlier on.
So Eyes the Best has just passed Mr. Powley, which is now pits.
Nicholas Hamilton pits from the lead. So Colonel Tomo effectively takes the race lead for, I believe, the first time in this season. For him, he's making those prime tyres last the distance. Flies the best, moves into second, and is catching Tomo at quite a bit of a rate, although he is on the fresher tyres. So Flash Unit goes into third. Who's going to be in the fourth? Nicholas Hamilton, although Temper
this is
has just
teammate.
got out ahead of him, so we've got the two Lotuses next to each other.
We know these guys don't do team orders.
No, they do not do team orders. Remember that race back in Australia, Nicholas Hamilton overtaking Temper, I think, on the last lap, or maybe it was the other way around.
Yeah.
But they were very, very close to one another. And I don't think the recipient of that last lap pass, I think it was Tempo, who ended up finishing behind his teammate, had ever forgiven him.
Yeah,
You've got to be aware of F1 King, because F1 King is, you know, he showed the pace at the beginning of the race. Unfortunately, he got sideswiped by Reapers in the first few corners of the Maggots and Beckers complex. He's dropped him down a bit. He's got the pace to get back up as Temper using the track and more of it, trying to stay ahead of his teammate. But Nicholas Hamilton is going to have the DRS and probably the rest of his curves, and he's using the DRS now. Temper defends on the inside. Hamilton's going to try the outside line. The end of the hanger straight is going to be an impressive move if he pulls it off, and he does. Can he get it stopped in time? Yep. Good move. Passes his teammate into fourth place.
Eyes the best. Now it takes the lead away from Colonel Tomo.
That's the fastest lap in the process, 1:33.9. Next closest is a Flash Student, 1:34.1, Temper 34.4, F1 King 34.7. So, team, as I said, is showing the pace. Be up there with these guys. Unfortunate incident, but even that shows you see him up at the front at the end. And Tomo struggling now on those prime tyres. Been on them 9 laps. He's now going to have Flash Student all over the back of him. The two Lotuses are still close to one another. Temper's got back past Nicholas Hamilton without me watching. Interesting. I just saw Mercedes going massively wide at the end of the Wellington straight. Must be a man like Chaz. And Nicholas Hamilton going.
Colonel Tomo's gone off. Colonel Tomo has gone off the track. And that allows Flash to go past.
The two Lotuses close to Navarra. Does Hamilton have the DRS? He does. He's going to try and make the same move he did on his teammate. He's a little bit too far back to try and do the same move. He's going to try a dive bomb, but he doesn't. So two Lotuses effectively battling for the last podium spot.
It's Colonel Tomo pits now, I believe.
Yeah, Colonel Tomo does pit, but he has those prime tyres quite well. He's gone on a fresh set of primes, interestingly enough. I'll stay on board to see where he comes out.
A little bit of tapping between the two Lotuses.
Our Liam, meantime, is currently in duel with Sharky. Sharky
and there goes the lead.
Has just retired.
Side by side Lotuses.
Not really surprised about Elite's retiring there, but Sharky just made past Power Liam, so Sharky's in 7th. Spain
are losing 2-0 to Chile, and we're going to continue this as Hamilton is stuck behind Temper.
Now you're making me interested in football. Let's see what's doing. 9 drivers left in this race now.
It's very interesting as well, this race. It's folding out nicely as Sharky is being caught up by Mr. Power Liam, and in the car behind it he goes really wide, but is Colonel Tomo, which also goes quite wide.
The Lotus
cars going
over 3rd and 4th. Gradually being caught by F1 King. Very gradually. Let's see what lap Hamilton does. The Temper still using all the track and more. So Hamilton has just done a 1:35.4, his personal best. And
Here we go, this is going to be a battle now, Mr. Powell, Liam.
1, so he's catching the Lotuses ahead of him for third and fourth.
Mr. Powell, Liam's going to make the move in the last corner, and he does as he passes Sharky. And Sharky's going to come back at him in turn 1. Don't really think that's going to be wise, and he doesn't. He runs wide, and the Mercedes is going to try and pass him there, Colonel Tomo, and he looks like he has done, yes. Move is done.
Lotus is still at it on lap 11 of this Grand Prix, out of 26. Up to just under halfway, and Hamilton has used up all his curves, but he's using the slipstream to staying behind his teammate, going off the first old turn 1, still right behind him. So he's losing connection, and now the Lotuses are 2 side by side. Thought of having a move at the beginning of Marcus and Beckett's complex, couldn't stay behind for the DRS. He's now going to have it as now goes on to the straight. Of his curves, he's going to try him on the outside move again. Nearer than he was, he couldn't make it. Temper closes the door. Again, they're allowing the top 2 full of play, but maybe they just don't have the pace to catch him up. But they're allowing F1 King to catch up. Be careful here, because Hamilton has just done a personal best of 1:35.2, and F1 King's at 1:34, so he is still catching him about a couple of tenths a lap. Hope he carries it on, because it'll be a freeway battle for the podium. Still Hamilton, he did find a way back through Temper at one point, then Temper got it back, so both equal enough on the pace. As Hamilton uses the rest of his curves, and there's now the DRS at the end of the Wellington straight, cannot make a move. One rule in F1, you cannot take out your teammate. That is the one rule. You just don't do it, basically. And he's got to be careful what move he does on Temper. But to me, he's slightly faster. Maybe because of
he's on fresher options. He's on fresher tyres anyway.
Much fresher tyres, but he can't seem to use them, and because he's in the dirty air, and now he's
there we go, he's going to have a good run.
Because flings it to the right hand side. He's now on the inside, the end of the hangar straight, uses the DRS to get ahead. Is Temper going to retaliate? No, that would be very foolish if he did. And Nicholas Hamilton getting it stopped in time, he can, so he's taken third place. Now it's a good move, because F1 King is still catching the pair of them. And Temper again goes over the curbs twice in that chicane there. Watch him.
Would you like to give us a rundown? People asking for a rundown. Would you like to give a quick rundown of the grid?
Yeah, sure. Ice Best currently leads with 14 laps remaining, on about halfway distance. That's good timing. Ice the Best currently leads in the McLaren. Flash Student is second in the Red Bull. Nicholas Hamilton, as you can see, has just passed his teammate for third place. So that's Hamilton in third, Temper 3D in fourth. F1 King doing a very good job in his first race. He's currently fifth in the Williams. Mr. Power Liam in the Ferrari is sixth. Colonel Tomo doing a pretty good race in seventh. Man Like Chaz in his first race is eighth. Sharky is in ninth, and he is the last person running. Elite's retired, probably out of frustration, and Brutal Reapers disconnected earlier. Great. Current fastest lap is a 1:33.5 by Eyes the Best.
Oh, F1 King's all over the back of Temper already.
Hey,
Temper must have had a mistake, but he's on the back of him. Possibly going to have DRS here. And he does. Here he comes, charging at him. Inside. He gets braking right. So a little bit of contact at the mid corner. But F1 King goes up the fourth.
That's impressive. That's very impressive by F1 King. He did show the pace at the first few laps. Obviously, he hasn't given up, and that was a very, very bad lap for Temper. He's just done a 140. So I don't know what's happened. He may have made contact with his teammate. Find out later. But that's now given Hamilton a breather for third place. The two leaders have just are close to one another. Flash Student has caught up to the back of Ice the Best. So the battle for the lead, the battle for fourth place. So this race just...
Here comes Temper. Temper comes back at him now and he's braking. Does he make it in time? Cut back for the Williams. Not going to happen. Temper back up to fourth. Back passer from King.
Ice the Best, very, very wide at the end of Maggers and Becker's complex, and Flash Student has got the DRS on him. He might think of a move going on the outside of the end of Hanger Straight. He's thinking of it. Side by side going at the end of Hanger Straight, and I think he may have done it. He's on the inside now for the chicanes. No. Ice the Best is now pitted. So
that was a good move.
Unit was going to make the move, and Ice the Best decides to pit. Tires is he going to go on? Primes may take him.
And here comes F1 King now around the outside of Temper. And he brakes and tries for the cutback. And he's not going to make it. Maybe in the next corner throws it up the inside. A little bit of contact with Temper. Can't make the move now. He sort of has to back out and keep Temper fourth place.
Interesting battle brewing here. Ice the Best, he's got to be careful he doesn't come out behind this battle. He's going to come out just ahead of him.
Just in front.
So he's on the fresh prime tyres, and he's still in the battle for the lead. That was crucial. He stayed ahead as F1 King, sticking his nose in at the end of that chicane there.
I think Ice the Best is going to go to the end of those primes. He's going to be struggling for the last 2 laps of this race, but he can go to the end.
The track position on Flash Student, that's obvious to see. As F1 King still behind, looking a little bit further back. Mr. Powellium is ahead of Colonel Tomo, 6th and 7th place. As Man tires.
Oh, that's kind of shocking. I didn't think he was doing bad at all.
I think he may have been in 9th. He might have made a mistake. But
that's unlucky. It's very unfortunate day. I thought he was doing quite alright.
Now down to 8 drivers in this race. Disappointing to see because we wanted to see battles all the way down to the end, but
he did at the start. Here we go, F1 King back up to 4th now, passing Temper before the corner. And now Temper's going to actually come back out of the corner, and Temper's going to pit. And there he goes.
And that's rather clever. I think F1 King's gone way too far in his primes. He went way too far wide. Yeah, he's just done a 1:38. So I think his tyres are gone, and I think he should have pitted on that lap. Maybe he's trying to...
just went 2 seconds quicker than him.
He's trying to keep him there as Mr. Powellium and Colonel Tomo are close. 5th and 6th place initially.
Tomo! That was a miss of a brake.
Just missed his braking point, I presume. Just went into the back and just spun him round. Right, keep it
very lucky there.
Got the DRS.
Mr. Tomo Mr. Tomo had his best finish of Tier 6 last week with 6th place, and he's in 6th place again at the moment. So let's see how well he can do. He's done very well this race as well.
Right, Flash Student has now pitted. This is the time for Ice the Best. Can he make the jump on the race leader? Can he get track position? Quite close, I would say.
He's gonna go on primes to the end. Looking at it, his tyres should be okay, I would say. Nicholas Hamilton stays out.
Is he just exiting the garage now?
Yeah, he's out of the garage. He's got quite a while to go on this straight though.
Yeah, I think Ice the Best is going to stay ahead of him. Does.
And Flash Student can now put the power down.
Quite a gap. Quite a gap. Quite a gap ahead, Ice the Best. So this is the chase. The chase is now on the Flash Student. If he wants this first race victory for his season, he's got to chase down Ice the Best, who he's been a previous race winner. Yeah, he has. in
Yes,
Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Yeah, Malaysia. So, Ice the Best has tasted the victory champagne before Flash Student, well, of course, being the underling, as it were, to Asian Pasty, as we now lose connection.
But Flash Student hasn't. Flash Student hasn't had a win yet in XRL either. I think he managed to get that back up. He has had 6 podiums though. This is his 3rd season in the league. No win as of yet.
He's already had 3 podiums this season, and now Mr. Power Liam and Colonel Tomo fighting over 4th place. Colonel Tomo.
Here we go. Oh, he's got the run.
And the
Oh,
slipstream
God.
diving up the inside.
He's done him.
First corner. Got him. Oh,
Got him.
almost lost it.
Nearly got
sideways at the
spun.
end of it.
Oh, that was close.
That was a good move, but the only problem is Mr. Power Liam is going to have the power of the DRS on the hanger straight. Both of them are struggling on their tyres.
Nichols, Hamilton is in the pits.
Too far back to try a move. Both of them are done in their tyres.
Good move by Colonel Tomo.
Slowly going into there. Both going to pit? No.
No. It looked like it.
They're trying to leak
Power
out.
Liam looked like he was gonna.
F1 King has pitted. He's now on
Colonel Tomo has to.
Down temper.
Colonel Tomo has to go on options. He hasn't gone on options yet. So he has to leak it out.
He's got to leak out those primes to an option spin at the end.
Well, he's done 9 laps and he pitted that 9 last time. He's done 9 laps pretty much on them. Will be either pitting this lap or next. And Mr. Power Leon will probably follow him in whenever. Nicholas Hamilton comes out in 5th place on the prime tyres with Temper 3D behind him in 6th on the primes as well. F1 King on the options in 7th.
Ice the Best is the only one, and everyone's 32.4 is his fastest lap. The next closest to him is 133.6 by tempo, so he's almost a whole second quicker on his fastest lap. And then the next fastest guy, so maybe we were underestimating Ice the Best because people were saying there was going to be Nicholas or it was going to be Reapers. Possibly have been Flash, but if you've got track position, there's still 7 laps to go. So anything can happen in the end of the race, but
Colonel Tomo is not pitting.
Flash Student improves on his personal best.
Mr. Power Liam is pitting.
Colonel Tomo still out
So,
in primes.
on the stream, writers tag us, so why do we have so many little runners? I don't know.
Disconnections.
Yeah, disconnections and retirements, really. Mr. Power Liam goes on to options.
It can't really be helped sometimes. It's just, I mean, we had 6 runners left in F4 last night, and
yes,
you know, it just happens with disconnections, with retirees for various things, and people not turning up because they're working, for example, Shrimpo and Prism. You know, it happens sometimes. It's not been the worst in terms of disconnections before, and runners still riding at this time, but we still got to commentate and do the best we can with what we got left. I don't think Flash Student is catching Ice the Best for the lead. Effectively, that's the race done for there. Colonel Tomo still on his primes, even though they look absolutely wrecked. Those front 2 tyres have got grains all over the vehicle by Nicholas Hamilton, who's obviously on the fresher prime tyres, looking for a 3rd place, which would be a good return to the podium since Bahrain. They got pole and the fastest lap in that race, interestingly enough. We had 2 non-scorers, one in Spain and one in Canada. Canada, Bolt does pit, allowing Hamilton into 3rd place. Colonel Tom obviously is going to go on the option tyres, indeed he does. So that now puts Temper 3D into 4th, and should put
F1 King is past him as well.
F1 King into 5th. The question there now, as F1 King is now done on 33.9, it's his personal best, which is surprising considering he's on the option. So 132 guy the best can. So the question for F1 King is, can he catch Temper 3D for a well-deserved fourth place on those option tyres? Better tyres, so really and truly he should. But should is an interesting word. Spain should have beaten Chile.
They're losing 2-0.
I know. So that lovely word gets used too much often. So F1 King, I am impressed with F1 King. Because he's at the pace. I mean, unfortunate at the start, as I've said like 3-4 times. Good race pace. He's up there in 5th. 6th place on the option tyres now as well. Good place for Colonel Tomo. That'll be another 8 points for him. This race in Canada, Mr. Powell-Liam only in 7th. Remember, the two of them had a coming together at the end of Canada, which caused a stir on the stream, and the stewards don't come together left. We're now on lap 21. It's been we're not over yet, but it's been an interesting race. Very, very dramatic in the first 3 laps. I was losing my voice. My throat was going dry. We had a fantastic manoeuvre by Elise, overtaking 4 cars in the space of 3 corners, which surely has got to be nomination for Overtake of the Week. Then we had a coming together between Elise and a man like Chaz, who both disconnected or retired before this race had been done. Again, debatable manoeuvres. Good Reaper's been a little bit too aggressive, in my opinion, at the start. F1 King when he was up there. And we've had the battle between these two, who I thought would be contenders for the race victory. Ice the best of last student. Still around about how many seconds that is? Like 5 or 6 seconds between the two of them. Ice the best. I think may have this in control. He has it in the bag here. He's got it in control. Nicholas Hamilton quite some distance behind Flash Junior, but he's in 3rd place. He'll be happy with that. And Temper, I don't think he's being for F1 King, so it's spread out at the moment.
Mr. Powell-Liam is now on the back of Colonel Tomo.
Oh no, what did I say about these two coming together in the end of Canada? They're not going to do it again, are they? I'm tempted fate, I've said it already. They're going to... It's another last lap battle between these two.
It was good last week.
Colonel Tomo has already hinted to me he was not happy with that manoeuvre which Powell-Liam did on him in the last corner. Powell-Liam now has the DRS and he's got half the curves yet, not using it. Wisely. On a little bit of
I think Colonel Tomo had a lag spike. Colonel Tomo.
A lag spike going on, and Tomo, again, they're almost nearly coming together. They're both on option tyres, so they've both got a decent amount of grip. They're both reasonably fresh. Just now going through the old first corner. Both sticking on the track, although Powell-Liam goes incredibly wide. Wide track extending, I don't know. End of the day for that.
Oh, but
A lot of speed going through the first bit of the complex there, but slowed it down there. He's got a bit of curves left. He's going to be right behind. He's going to have the DRS. Doesn't use the slipstream.
He's going to try and go outside, isn't he?
Side by side going.
Go.
Straight.
No, he's not going to make that, surely. Cut back.
Trying to go running outside. He's now the outside for the chicane. There's a duck on
now
the
inside.
For the
No, he's
inside,
not sure.
but nervous. He was nervous as if he's trying to make a move.
Well, after last week's very controversial overtake last corner, I don't know. I'm not sure if he's controversial. I'm not even sure he really wants to overtake Colonel Tomo.
When he almost hit the
As he
back
daps
of
him up the
Colonel Tomo
backside. I think he should just need to do it down DRS straight and make it a simple pass,
Oh,
just to make it easier for himself.
I've done it on this. I can't really do it on this straight. Got a horrible exit out of the first couple of corners.
He's messed that.
He currently in 8th place, just points there.
Getting some points.
Last student is catching I's best. He's just done his personal best of 1:30. Oh, there's 600s between them and then past this lap. Oh dear.
Power Liam, really not having the best of luck here for Mr. Power Liam. I think Colonel Tomo will be safe down this start of the straight. Until he made a little bit of a mistake there, but I still think he's going to be safe.
I think Swan King is going to consolidate for 5th place's tyres. A little bit rainy, a little bit of wear on them. Not catching in tempo, which is unfortunate. As I said, he's had the pace. And still Power Liam and
Mr. Power Liam, here we go.
Two of them. I think this is definitely the closest battle on the track.
Oh no. Not look first corner.
2 laps to go.
He's gone wide a little bit there.
Barely watch between these two. They're going to have coming together, aren't they? Tomo is going wide in the exit. Mr. Power Liam, I think he's just waiting. Easing Tomo really with this manoeuvre. But surely
I think he's trying to make him have a mistake.
He's got the pace in him. He hasn't had the confidence really to get him on the inside, because every time Tomo breaks away, Power Liam seems to get back up, but he's got wear on his tyres, his bottom left. Back left tyre looks very, very dirt on it. The old first corner. A little bit of breather, he might just broken the DRS detection.
Best of corner there for Mr. Power Liam.
Deck is that well. He still does have the DRS, but he's
not opened it.
Not opening it.
Is it broken, or is he just not realise he had it?
Not realise he had it, I presume. Way too far back to use it. Still this battle, still looking as if it's going to be a last lap thing, as I's the best currently on now on lap 25. 26 has been a good battle as Flash Student goes wide at the end of the old first corner. I's the best really needs to do is just keep it on the track, just keep it going. Flash Student has reeled him in a little bit, but the I's, well, I don't know, maybe not. A lot closer than they were a lap or two ago. Look at the lap times between the two of them. In fact, I'm looking at I's the best tyres. His tyres are going. He's just done a 134, and Flash Students just done a 132. The gap seems a little bit too far away for Flash. He had the extra lap. He had the extra lap on his tyres, didn't he?
Yeah, 1 lap extra.
1 lap extra.
Oh, I don't think he's going to get it. This will be his first win if he can just catch up to the best and pass him. And I think all the way back there for I think it was 6th place battling for Colonel Tomo.
Power Liam has got past Colonel Tomo.
Yes, he has somewhere, and he's gone really wide.
Okay, no. Lap to go, his tyres look absolutely shot, and Flash Student still pushing, still trying. He can see the McLaren ahead of him. All I's the best has got to do, he's just got to make sure that he nails this final few corners of this sector. To go to the end of the hangar straight, goes very wide, Hits the apex though. He's just got the chicane to do. All he's got it now. He's gone very, very slow into there. Flash Student is still getting ever so closer. But Ice the Best takes the race victory. There he goes, his second race victory of the season. Flash Student so close near the end, but picks up a second place. Nicholas Hamilton is going to take a comfortable third. Temper's going to take a comfortable fourth. Head of F1 King. But it's between Power Liam and Tomo for 6th and 7th place. Tomo is behind going into the DRS. They're catching F1 King quite quickly. Maybe I'm being a little bit over dramatic there as Colonel Tomo's got the DRS, but he's too far back really to use it. F1 King, yeah, I think his F1 King's tyres are gone as well. Colonel Tomo is getting closer and closer and closer to Mr. Power Liam, and they're both coming up on the Williams. Power Liam goes very wide. Colonel Tomo went over the curbs, but is he going to get it in time?
He's going to try it.
Try and go on the inside. Oh, a little bit of contact, but he couldn't make it stick. I don't think he would have kept the move there anyway because he went all over the curbs. But nearly again, they had nearly had it coming together. I just want a magnet so I can just separate them permanently, as Sharky is the last person to finish on the lap. 8th place, that's more points for him, so that's good. But there he is, Ice the Best, takes the race victory by 1.3 seconds in the end. Flash Student chasing him down but couldn't get it at the end. Nicholas Hamilton takes third place and the fastest lap, 1:32.2. Finishes 26 seconds behind the leader. Temper finishes fourth after some interesting battles between himself and his teammate. F1 King gets fifth. And that was an entertaining race. Now my throat is dry and breathless. The first few laps.
It was meant to the first couple of laps, yeah.
I think there's 4 wide going into the first couple of corners on the first 2 laps.
Very good race, very, very good race.
With that result, Ice the Best extends his championship lead over Temper. I believe Flash Student has gotten ahead of Temper, maybe? Have a look. Ice the Best, so Ice the Best, Flash Student got 18, Temper's got 12. 2 points between Student and Temper, so the front 3 pushing away. Still quite close to in this league. Now going to get the front 3 into the party so we can have that customary interview. I always love doing, but I've yet to do it myself, yet to have the interview given to me myself yet. Happen at one point. Might lead back into the game. There's Flash Student.
Hello.
Then it was Nicholas. Where's Nicholas? There he is. Oh, is he?
That was a really good race, that.
I was really sweating the last. Got to about lap, seeing the gap come down. I thought.
But what tyres did you change onto last? Your last set of tyres?
I did an option prime run. What about you?
Yeah, I did the same. I thought you changed onto options, so I went onto prime. And I thought, well, if you're going to make those tyres last, try and make them last, and I'll hopefully catch you and overtake. But I'm sure my engineer said you'd changed onto options. Well, I did it. So I changed to prime.
Yeah. I wanted to stop out an extra lap on the option, but I was struggling to get past you.
There we go.
I'll go now.
Yeah.
Well, guys, that was a very, very competitive race. To say the least, it was brilliant to watch and brilliant to commentate on. But I first go to Ice the Best, who takes his second race victory after the victory in Malaysia. You must be incredibly happy with that result.
Yeah. didn't think I was going to hang on towards the end. Closed me down about a second a lap, but yeah, chuffed to get the win.
Yeah, we saw you had a race-on strategy battle between yourself and Flash Student. After the first couple of laps, the guys behind have sort of fueled in like a 5-way battle, so you got the gap. So I said on the stream it was between you two, and it was just down to strategy at the end of the day. You got track position and just managed to hold on at the end of it.
Yeah, well, from practice I knew that the undercut was powerful, and I wanted to stop out an extra lap on the options, but just thought I've got to go in now to get the undercut on him and then try and maintain the gap out in front, which works pretty well.
It did work very well. You were caught quite substantially by Flash Student by the end of it, who finished in second. So, Student, yet to record your first victory, but you were so close. Getting there at the end there.
I thought I had it. I thought I was going to get that one in the bag, but his strategy was good. It was when he pulled in, I had 18 seconds ahead of him. I thought that might be enough to keep me ahead, but when I was sat in the pit lane, then I seen him go past that. It's going to be close at the end. It was a good race. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that is your fourth podium. Yeah, fourth podium this season after a third in Canada. Moving on to Nürburgring. What do you think you can do in there? In fact, I'll ask both highest the best and Student first. Highest the best.
Well, I know people like tempo really quick round Germany, so it's going to be tough, but I know Flash Student's competitive around there as well, so it's going to be a hard race to win, but I should put the practice in.
Indeed, a Flash Student, do you reckon that's the same?
Yeah, I haven't practiced as much as I should really on that track, but I'll have to put some laps in over the next week. Try and get that Red Bull up to speed. So, yeah, we'll see what as long. I'm just aiming for podium finishes if possible. Not concentrate on
maybe you'll get your first race win at some point towards the end of the season. It'll be good to see once you do that. So I move on to Nicholas Hamilton, who third place. That is your welcome back to the podium after a absence. Your last podium was in Bahrain. But it was an interesting podium battle with your own teammates. So what can you say about the battle in the first few laps?
Oh, it was meant for the first few laps. I mean, I had elites in front of me and brutals in front of me for like 2 laps, and Tempers behind me. And then elites got taken out. I don't know who by, but he did in the first corner. And then Ripper lagged out, obviously. And then I had Tempers to compete with, who got in front of me all the time. Wow, it took me like 6 or 7 laps to get by him, and I was going to go for an overtake on the corner, but I didn't want to take my teammate out, outbrake myself, and go off myself. So I just kept my head and just said, well, just try next straight. I got him on the straight and just tried to gain the first 2 guys, but they're too quick, so I couldn't catch the first 2. So they're really good.
I was saying when you had the battle in the middle stint, you had F1 King, who you would probably agree with me has done an impressive job considering that's his first race.
Yeah,
he was in danger of catching you. So I was also thinking about the very first battle that you had as a team in Australia, but you nicked it against Temper on the final lap.
Yeah.
The question is, because you're in a fight with the constructors against McLaren and Red Bull, will team orders be coming in, or are you going to continue fighting because you are close to one another on race pace in every race that we've had?
I have to talk to Timbers about that. I can't say what's going to happen, really. I mean, I wouldn't like team orders to come in. I think it's stupid, but I do like fighting Templars, and I have a lot of fun sitting behind him, making him worry instead of me worrying with him sitting behind me. So always make them go to mistakes, and then if they make a mistake. But at the end of the day, I don't really want to muck up the Constructors' Championship, so it depends what Templars wants.
I believe you have just taken the lead over McLaren. Red Bull just behind there, but I will have to double check on that. So once again, congratulations on your podium. Well done, third. In terms of championship, it goes back to Isobest with my final question. Of course, with the promotion of Slowell into F5000, which I believe he is doing quite a good job, in case anybody on the stream was interested. Once he was promoted, you have taken the championship lead, and you have increased the championship lead over Temper, your closest rival. Do you reckon you have now the upper hand going into effectively the second half of the season, and can you keep it to the end for a title?
Got some good for me coming up, which is promising, but I know Temper's quick.
Can you name any of those?
Italy, Belgium. I'm pretty quick round those, but I know Temper. You know, he's got his tracks that he's really quick on as well, like the next one. So it's going to be tough, but the guys in the lobby as well, they're just as quick. So, you know, anybody can beat anybody from 6. So it's going to be interesting, but try my best.
Indeed, and it will be brilliant to watch the championship battle, and in fact also the promotion battle, which a couple of you are in that as well. So next race is, of course, Germany, the Nürburgring layout, the GP circuit. Chances of rain always possible around there, and the chance of a very, very good race around there, so it'll be good to see. Next week, Wednesday, same time. My name has been HA Captain Waiter. Thanks for your help, Speed, as always.
You're very welcome.
Thanks,
and
good job, mate.
Yeah,
brilliant job.
He's doing a very, very good job. The highlights for this race should be up by the weekend.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, F1 Speed, he does the highlights for every Tier 6 race that we do. That is on his own YouTube channel, Weswick Gaming. Subscribe, he does a very, very good job of editing everything else. So make sure to catch that, and make sure you catch us next week for Germany, 50% as per usual. 8 o'clock on Channel 2 and XRL Racing League. Good night and take care. One more thing.
Have a strike home.
What's the football score?
I have no clue.
Ah.
I still think 2-0.
Is it still 2-0 to Chile?
I think so.
Chile on the willy.
Does that mean that the Spanish are in trouble? Oh dear.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you want to enhance your XRL racing experience? Sign up to Premium today to receive 800 Microsoft points from XRL Gamertag and join the ever-growing community. An ad-free forum with a members area and additional features such as extended private messaging limits. Every stream uploaded to members' forums from F1 to F5000 and XRL Classics. A custom signature on the XRL forum of your choice. All new setup lap guides with F1 drivers such as Velocity, F1 Nige and Mr. Ice Cold Andy. Monthly prize draws with big prizes from sponsors such as GT Omega Racing and GamePod.co.uk. Pick the car you want next season with XRL Driver Priority. Premium members get to pick their car ahead of the driver draws. 10% off all store items and a free keyring when you sign up. So help support the league today and sign up for XRL Premium. So what can you expect in Season 7 from the Excite Racing League? Unrivaled coverage from all 7 leagues we run, from F1 right down to Tier 6 and the F1 Classics. Watch live streams on race nights, as well as the Sunday night pre-show. New multi-twitch means that you can watch 2 league races or points of view at once. Watch our league races on YouTube a few days after the race for non-Flash users, mainly iPad and iPhone users. Watch clips from the forums, such as overtakes of the week and any other uploads from league races directly put onto our forum page for you to watch. Join the forum discussion. Give your pre and post race analysis, as well as all the talking points from your league races, real life F1, and get to learn to know more of the community. So what are you waiting for? Watch League XRL and get the inside track.